Yo, family, what's good? What it do? What it is? I am back with these pics. Alright, so look, I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty happy about how this week went. And first of all, what the fuck am I even doing? Hold on. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Everybody who clicks on this video, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys got everything you wanted. And if you're my age, then hey, how about them new socks? How about them new fucking socks? Alright? If you're my age, you know what I know. Then them socks are probably phenomenal that you're rocking. For me, it was a beanie this year, so phenomenal. But no, seriously, speaking of Christmas, just real quick ramble on the intro. Don't mind me. My girlfriend redid my entire room, like my entire den, my entire office, redid it. So like, I don't know if anybody's been watching from the start of the videos, but like, she did her fucking thing. Like, she went off. There's a little table and shit. I'm rolling the wrong way. There's a little couch behind me with a table. It's so fucking dope in here that like, it's hard to describe. So your boy's ready. We're more professional. Alright, we're more professional going into the new year. But seriously, I hope you guys got everything you wanted for Christmas. I hope that you are able to get everything you wanted to get for the people in your life for Christmas, because I know that's stressful as well when you're not able to do that. And yeah, let's get into this new year right, yo. Leave all the negative feelings in 2023, because 2024 we're striking gold or we're dying trying. So with that being said, let's see if we struck gold with these goddamn pics last week. Let's get to it. Alright, so I'm already laughing and smiling because I already calculated it. Your boy broke the bad streak. Alright, the bad streak is over. It's a wrap. No more. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Naruto, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. Look, man, we had a couple bad weeks where I was just getting cooked. Not cooked, but like, the picks weren't hitting like they should have been hitting. No more. We broke it. Let's get right into these games from last week. Look, we're gonna start off with the Rams and the Saints, which, while I was watching this game, as it started, just like the Lions and Saints game, I'm like, yes, give us everything you fucking got. Destroy us. And then they started fighting back in the fourth quarter, but if you watch that game, 30-22 doesn't sound like a crazy ass whooping, but the Rams whooped our ass all crazy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They tore us up and down that field. That is what it is. So, look, I really do. It's crazy that an 8-7 Rams team is probably like the hottest team in the NFC at this point right now. Like, if we're talking about right now, the hottest team where it's like, I don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. I don't want to fuck with them. Because who do you guard? You guard Puka Nacua. Because apparently nobody can. And we know nobody can guard Cooper Kupp. And Matt Stafford's not a bum. So, it's just, how are they 8-7? Like, the early struggles. Like, but okay. Let's keep it moving. Steelers and Bengals. Browning ran into it like that. Look, I expected Browning to keep rolling. That's not what happened. Mike Tomlin has a weird way of telling people to suck his dick when they write him off. Like, it's like he doesn't outwardly say, hey, suck my dick. Like, he's just like, yup, every single time. Like, every time you think Mike Tomlin's done, alright, Mike Tomlin's done, there's no way. That record, he's gonna finally be below 500. Like, every time you think that, he just pulls a rabbit out his ass. So, he did that. Steelers 34, Bengals 11, George Pickens answering everybody. I'm not sure how I feel about that situation. Because it's like, bro, you clearly did not block. It's just like the Deontay Johnson situation. Like, you didn't go for that fumble. George Pickens did not fucking block. I don't care what nobody says. I don't want to hear about a Tank Dell situation. None of that bullshit. You didn't block for your teammate. No matter how you slice it, that shit looks bad. It just does. So, I don't like that. But I mean, what was it? 4 receptions, 195 yards, and the tutter. I like that. I like it. So do you tolerate that bullshit if it gets you to that? Me personally, no. But that's just me. Steelers fans, you tell me how you feel about it. Because, like, are we looking at Antonio Brown's situation again? Obviously, nowhere near is that bad. Let me not be dramatic, but are we looking at that again? Or is this going to be alright? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. And also, like, I'm gonna have to do a playoff video, I feel like, because, like, what the fuck is going on, right? Everybody is alive in the playoffs still. Like, it's insane. But let's keep it moving, because you know who's not alive in the playoffs? The fucking Chargers. Bills take them out 24-22. Look, man. Look. A little bit closer than I would have liked, to be honest with you. But Josh Allen is making a strong-ass case. So, let's say the Bills, right, win out their last two games. Let's just say that. They would be 11-6. Josh Allen already has 40 total touchdowns. I don't see how you could deny him the MVP if they do that. I mean, and it's kind of blasphemous with how I'm about to talk about Lamar at the end of this. So, keep in mind that I understand that I'm being kind of hypocritical when I say that Josh Allen could win out and get the MVP. I'm just saying it's possible. Like, I see a path for that to happen, is what I'm saying. Oh no. I gotta pop in here, guys, because I'm a scumbag. I don't know how else to tell you. I'm a scumbag. As I'm going through and editing this video, right, I noticed that I skipped the Browns and Texans game. And I'm like, oh, I can't do that. Like, I cannot. The way Joe Flacco's been playing, no fucking way will I skip it. Because for like a split second, I was just like, maybe nobody will know. No. And I was like, maybe I'll just take this out. Nope. Alright. Gotta hold it down. Gotta be professional. And there's no way you can sleep on that. 36-22. Browns got the dub. Amari fucking Cooper. Like, if I would have forgotten to talk about this game, this video just wouldn't have been the same. So I had to pop in real quick and just explain. My God, Joe Flacco and the Browns look like they could win a fucking Super Bowl. Because they're the only defense that might be able to, only because they're division rivals. I think they could give the Ravens a problem because division games are always toss-ups. So I just had to pop in real quick and talk about that because there's absolutely no way I can let that slide. Alright. Back to the Seahawks and Titans. Okay. Moving on. Seahawks and Titans. Seahawks get the dub 20-17. My question now is with the Titans, because I feel like we heard a lot, like Will Levis was on a heater for about 2 weeks, and then I'm not the type to lie and sit here and say that I watch every single Tennessee Titans snap. So if there's any Titans fans out there, just tell me how you feel about Will Levis. That's all I want to know. Like, are you good with rolling with him as your quarterback? I understand, isn't Tannehill playing this weekend? I'm pretty sure, but are you cool with rolling with Levis as your quarterback going into next year? Because at this point, like, we're in planning for next year for the teams that aren't making playoffs. So it's like, are you good with Levis, or would you like to see them draft one of these quarterbacks? And with the Seahawks, kind of the same question, because, like, is it like, do you believe in Geno Smith? And I asked this question before, and I hate to keep asking this question about Geno Smith, but do you believe that he can take you to a Super Bowl? Because the weapons are there. The weapons are there. You got the running back, 2 stud receivers. Like, the weapons are there. What is holding it back? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The Lions and Vikings. Look, this was a shaky week from NFC teams, but the Lions pulled out the dub. So first of all, they pulled out the dub, clinched the division. That's great, and it's also a division game. So I'm not gonna get on their ass too bad, because I understand how division games can get. Like, anything can happen in a division game, and obviously the Lions have struggled with division opponents, the Packers, the Bears. So understand. I would just like to see them dominate teams that they're better than. So, especially going into playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Same thing that I wanted to see with the Eagles is beat the shit out of the teams that you're better than. Don't just be content with getting a W. But hey man, Lions are in the playoffs. Lions clinch the division. Shout out Dan Campbell and Jared Goff coming back for everything that everybody told him he couldn't have. Love it. Packers and Panthers. Shout out Jair Alexander. Just being like, fuck it, because he got more balls than I have, because Lord knows I would have never, that whole situation is crazy. I don't think you should have suspended him for that, though. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jair Alexander went out and participated, not only participated, but fucking gave the call for the coin toss because it was Charlotte. They were playing the Panthers. They're in Charlotte. He's from Charlotte. He felt like he should be out there, and he called the coin toss, almost fucked his team, and they suspended him for a game. To suspend your top cornerback is insane. That's nuts for that. Like, that's an internal issue. You could have just been like, hey, don't fucking do that again. To suspend him, that's a lot, actually, especially when you're still fighting for a playoff spot, potentially. But neither here nor there. The Panthers, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. It's bad for y'all right now. It's bad for y'all. Panthers, Jesus, what do you do? Your owner sucks, so you can't hire a coach. Because no good coach wants to come to the Panthers. Your best receiver is Adam Thielen. Jesus. Anyway, Packers get that dub, 33-30. I'm not sure if I said the Lions and Vikings score, so that was 30-24, by the way. Alright. Commanders and Jets. Literally, the who gives a fuck. Jets get the dub, 30-28. Both these teams are plotting for the future. Personally, this is what I personally want. I want Eric Bieniemy to bring his bald black ass over to New Orleans and be our head coach, because we need some fucking offense in New Orleans. That's what I want. I don't care what else happens with the Commanders after that. The Jets are going to be fine. Assuming that Aaron Rodgers is good next year, the Jets are going to be good next year. That's just as simple as that. So, Jets fans, at least you have that to fall back on. Like, it sucks because, what could have been, but you know what will be. Eventually, you just have to be patient. Commanders fans is fucked, but just know Magic Johnson don't like losing, so y'all be alright. He gonna put pressure on the players on Twitter. It's gonna be okay. Colts and Falcons. Look, boy, did I ever get this one wrong. Jesus. I thought the Colts were rolling. I thought they were going to be good. Got that ass beat 29-10. I was like, wow, this is happening right now. This is happening. And I feel like, who was the coach of the Falcons? Is that Arthur Smith? Blank is their owner. Arthur Blank is their owner. Arthur Smith is their coach, right? So, I feel like Arthur Smith and Dennis Allen are like the kings of, I'm about to get fired. Let me get this W real quick. Like, they are the kings of saving their jobs. Like, every time you're thinking as a fan, like, yes, we got these motherfuckers out of here. Yes. They saved their jobs with a W. So, like, fuck it. At this point, Falcons fans, I'm a Saints fan, and we in the same boat. We share the same struggle. I feel you. Jaguars and Bucks. I picked 2 games back to back like dog shit, apparently, because both these teams got dog walked. 30-12. Are you fucking kidding me? 30. Baker Mayfield went out there and was just long dick and everything, just walking, doing the Baker thing, like all over the place. And I'm like, Trevor, fight back. The whole time I'm like, Doug, fight back. Trevor, fight back. Somebody punch back. What the fuck? And at the same time, though, I was happy because that all but eliminates the Saints and lets the Buccaneers just decide to shit down their leg the last 2 games of the season. The Saints are eliminated from playoffs. Yes, sir. One step closer to getting Dennis Allen fuck out of here. But it doesn't matter because he's gonna win out the rest of the season and end up what fuck the Saints gonna? He's gonna end up 9-8, and that's gonna save his fucking job. Watch. Cowboys and Dolphins. This one was a pretty good one. In the sense that I feel like everybody thought it was gonna be like a straight-on race, just like first person to 30 wins, and the score ended up being 22-20. Dolphins won on a field goal. I feel like I have to keep mentioning how I live in the Philly area, so you can understand the talk that goes on. Like, everybody's trying to make it seem like Dak Prescott blew that game, or like he choked, and it's like Tua just drove downfield and kicked the field goal. Dak Prescott can't stop that. I don't understand. Like, and Dak Prescott had previously went down the field. Like, I don't. That's the stuff I don't like. My thing is just keep it honest. Just be. Have integrity. Have integrity. That's all I want. Like, okay, yes, Cowboys fans are annoying. They have a big fan base, whatever. Yes, it's fun to get on their ass sometimes, but keep some integrity at the same time. You can't sit here and talk crazy amounts of shit about Dak Prescott playing a pretty good game if we're going to be honest, and losing in a tough way when the Eagles just got walked on 3 weeks in a row. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to do that. So, like, and it's gonna sound so crazy. I can't believe I'm defending the Cowboys right now. So it's gonna sound crazy, but I do kind of agree with Micah Parsons in the sense when, like, he says, oh, everybody's, like, just out to watch the Cowboys fail. And I do notice that. I don't think he's really talking about fans. He's talking about TV. Like, every major show on major network television is basically setting the Cowboys up all season long, saying they have to hit the Super Bowl, they have to hit the Super Bowl, they have to hit the Super Bowl, just so when the Cowboys don't make it all the way, they can dedicate a whole show talking about how the Cowboys didn't make it and how they fucked up. Now, yes, as Stephen A. probably would tell you, it comes with the territory of being a Dallas Cowboy because you get a lot more money and notoriety. But at the same time, you gotta go out there and do the same job that everybody else has to do. So they're going out there with the stress of all that and still having to play against a team like the Ravens, let's say. Oh, no, because the Ravens get a lot of unnecessary hate too. So let's say a team like, shit, we're gonna say like the Bengals, if they're rolling, when the Bengals are rolling and Joe Burrow's there, like, nobody waits for them to fail, like, you know what I'm saying? But the Cowboys, it's like, the second they fail, you turn on First Take, it's a cowboy hat. It's a cowboy hat. You turn on, you go to Twitter, you see Skip Bayless throwing a fucking jersey in a trash can, and it's like, damn, like, where's the integrity? Because there's people, quarterbacks, teams, all that are way, way, way worse than the Dallas Cowboys. Like, they've been a 12-win team for like 3-4 years straight. What the fuck are we? Stop it. I'm over here fucking going to bat for the Cowboys right now, and I need to stop right now. So, shout out to the Cowboys. I don't think y'all are dog shit. You lost a tough game. Shout out to the Dolphins for finally winning a tough game. Gang, proud of y'all. Keep that momentum rolling. Because Dolphins versus Ravens should be a good one. Should be. But we'll talk about that in a second. Cardinals and Bears. Alright, so Bears won. Let's get that out the way. 27-16, they won. My question for Bears fans, do you want Justin Fields? Are you good with Justin Fields? Like, are you good with sticking with Justin Fields, riding him out into next season? Or do you want your team to draft Caleb Williams? My initial thought, if it was me, I would go and draft Marvin Harrison Jr. because Justin That's how I personally feel. That's how I feel. Cause I mean, Caleb Williams is tough, but you're asking him to come into the NFL now and do that. Justin Fields has already been doing it. He hasn't looked amazing, but we've seen potential. I'd also fire Matt Eberflus, but that is what it is. And probably like bring in a super offensive coach like Eric Bieniemy, but too bad he's booked in New Orleans already. Fuck y'all. So Cardinals, same question. Kyler or guess that's the one I'm not sure about. I've never liked Kyler Murray's size. It has nothing to do with his playing. He's probably a great person. It's just he looks so tiny, and when he gets hit, like I just can't. And I don't feel like there's much I can do with that. Thinking from offense's perspective, like there's not much I can do with that. You're spending more time trying to figure out how to get your quarterback safe, like how to keep him from getting hit, than trying to figure out how to get him to get the ball out or how to like push the ball downfield. It's too much. It's too much. Broncos and Patriots. I picked this one wrong. I wish the report that came out about Russell Wilson and Sean Payton and him being threatened to get benched weeks ago. I wish that report came out before these fucking picks came out. Like I wish that report came out last week, because I would have definitely went with the Patriots here, who ended up winning 26-23. And the more I see of the Patriots, the more I think that Bill Belichick is staying. He's staying. I think so. Mark my words. And I think that's the right move. The Broncos, though, I don't know what the fuck is going on there. I don't know what the fuck. How do you try to tell dude, yo, give us some of that money back when he's actually playing? I don't want to make it seem like Russell Wilson's playing amazing and he's some world beater, but he's playing good compared to last season. And you ask him for some money back? What the fuck? When you brought in a new coach, and him and the new coach are supposed to be working through these struggles together, and you ask him to restructure his contract for y'all when you plan to move on from him is crazy. That is, imagine coming to work every day knowing that you're getting fired in a couple weeks. Imagine that. Imagine your boss tells you, yo, we need you to come in. Like, fuck you. We're getting rid of you. But in the meantime, until we find your replacement, go ahead and come into work. Imagine that. Wait, I'm sorry, come into work, but sit your ass on the bench. That's crazy. Anyway, let's get to the upset of the week, in my opinion. The Chiefs and the Raiders. I refuse to talk about Taylor Swift not getting into blaming a pop star for why the Chiefs can't fucking catch or fucking promote any offense on the field, produce any offense on the field. This is the third time I'm going to say this man's name in this video. This is the third time. It's probably not the last time. Eric Bieniemy. It's that simple. If there's one thing that the Commanders can do, if there's one thing they can do, it's put up points. It's put up offense. They might not win. They might not win, but they gonna put up some goddamn offense. So, it's not like, nothing changed from the Chiefs from last season to this season. And that's already problem number one on the offense. Nothing changed from last season to this season, except for they lost Juju Smith-Schuster. That's it. That's it. And Eric Bieniemy left. And therein lies the problem. You have no fucking offense. Not that Andy Reid can't come up with plays, but you also need people to get open as well. So there's that too. Look, man, and the Raiders, shout out to the Raiders. If I am, is it Mark Davis? Pretty sure Mark Davis owner of the Raiders. If I'm him, I'm already offering Antonio Pierce that job. Those players want to play for him. They want to play for him. Let him get a quarterback. And then let's see. I want to see him with a good quarterback. When I say good, like, come on, dude, doesn't complete a pass for 3 fucking quarters. Like, not saying that that's his fault. I mean, kind of, I don't know. I don't even know if that happens. But I want to see Antonio Pierce with a good one guy, Chris Sims or whatever. If you thought he was critical, fuck him. Go turn on WIP and listen to them talk about Jalen Hurts after a loss. They will question if he still has his athleticism. Like, he's only like 5 years into the league, 4 or 5 years, what the fuck? They're like, he doesn't have his athleticism. He's injured all the time. Like, he's tired. He's not as strong as he needs to. Like, what? What? Should he be the quarterback of the future? Like, yo. So, in complete honesty, like, I try to keep it unbiased other than the Saints with these picks. But I wanted the Eagles to go in there and beat the dog shit out of the Giants. I'm sorry, Giants fans. It's what I wanted to happen, though. I wanted it so bad. And then it didn't happen. It started off like it was gonna happen. I was like, oh yeah, they're rolling. They're fucking going. Let's go. And then they started just chilling. And then the pick six happened. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, this is not how it's gonna go. Eagles did end up winning 33-25 though, but Devontae Smith and AJ Brown both shared sentiments. Well, AJ Brown didn't actually talk to the media, but Devontae Smith was basically like, yo, this is bullshit. Like, we're not playing good. And he's absolutely right. They are playing horrible football for a team of their caliber. For how good they are playing horrible. And they need to get that shit together before they head into playoffs, because there's no get-right games in the playoffs. Your get-right games are right now. There ain't none in the playoffs. Now, Ravens and 49ers. Whoa. Last week, and for a while, I've been telling people, not on this channel, but just in general, that Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in football. If I am building a team and I had to pick any quarterback, Patrick Mahomes included, give me Lamar Jackson. It is the intangibles. Because I know everybody's gonna, like, most people are probably gonna be like, he's fucking crazy, I'm clicking off this video. But it's the intangibles. It's the stuff that does not show up on that stat sheet that Lamar Jackson does that makes him so goddamn impossible to play against. It's that and his confidence. Those two things. Those two things. His intangibles and his confidence. Every time I have seen Lamar Jackson in a big game, and in the playoffs, I mean, come on. We're talking about drops in the playoffs. We're talking about undermanned teams in the playoffs. But other than that, every time that I have seen Lamar Jackson in big games, playing against Tom Brady, playing against Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, playing against the 49ers a couple years back, every time I have seen him play, having to go take a shit mid-game and coming back out the tunnel like a fucking superhero to win the game. Like, how many more things do we need to see this man do if you really just take a minute and put on like Patrick Mahomes highlights? And I don't even want to do a comparison like this, but because we all recognize Patrick Mahomes as the best quarterback currently, put on Patrick Mahomes highlights and then put on Lamar Jackson highlights. When I tell you, it looks like Lamar Jackson is playing on easy mode all the time. You can have 3 free people running towards him, and it's about an 80% chance he's going to shake them. And what's so scary is before this season, he would shake those 3 defenders and then run. Now he is shaking them without even looking at them. He's just feeling it and moving. His eyes are staying downfield, and he's hitting the craziest fucking passes. My God, bro. My God. Like, seriously, I'm so serious. He is, in my opinion, the best quarterback because the shit that he does, how he can extend plays, how he can create plays, and the confidence that he has that he's always gonna win. Because there's a lot of people who are confident out loud, and on the inside they're like, oh, thank God I said that out loud. Now I gotta make it happen. They're the people that will fake themselves into confidence and force themselves into confidence. Lamar is really that. Now let's get to the 49ers. a swivel if these two end up back in the Super Bowl, because it's gonna be hard to do them like that again, I think. But alright, overall, this was a little bit longer of a description or a review, but that's because I owed you guys, man. I really did. I owed you guys for last week, because last week's video was a rush job. We were in here trying to like get the room together. There was a lot going on. It was a rush job, so I had to make sure I come back and really give y'all guys the content that y'all deserve. But 11-5, man. That being said, 11-5. We in here. Yes, sir. We in here. Alright, now let's go ahead and get to this week's picks. Alright, so let's get into it. We got tonight, we got the Browns and the Jets. We're going with the Browns. Joe Flacco looks unbeatable right now. Never thought I'd be saying this in 2023. Never thought. Cowboys and Lions. Ooh, I'm taking the Cowboys here. I would like to see the Lions come out here and win. I think the Cowboys, they have to win. Like, the Lions, I don't want to be disrespectful when I say this, but I feel like the Lions have been flirting with losses a lot lately. Like, flirting with losses. Like, it's kind of not, because 2 weeks ago they blew somebody the fuck out, but they flirt with losses, is what I'm saying. That's how I feel. I know that they're good. On any given Sunday, the Lions could blow anybody out by 30, 20. But the Cowboys need this game. I feel like they need it more. And to be honest with you, like, for real, you can put football all down to who wants it more. That's basically sports in general. The Cowboys are going to want this game more. I'm going with them. No disrespect to the Lions. Bills and Patriots. Shout out Bill Belichick. But the Bills, again, just said it, they need this game. The Buccaneers and Saints, I'm picking the Buccaneers because I want the Buccaneers to win. That is a biased pick, and I am admitting that. Fuck it. And they just have the better team in terms of better quarterback and coach by a mile. Raiders and Colts, we're going with the Raiders. Shout out to the Colts, but like, come on now. How can and I feel like this is going to be a mistake, because watch, the Colts are going to blow them the fuck out, but we're sticking with the Raiders for right now. Rams and Giants, we're going to go with the Rams because they're hot. That is simple. Dolphins and Ravens, Lamar does not lose big games. Go back to any video that you have seen. Lamar does not lose big games at all. It doesn't happen. Titans and Texans, we are going to go with, if CJ Stroud is back, we're going with the Texans. 49ers and Commanders, we are going with the 49ers. I think they're going to dog walk the Commanders. They got to get right. They have to get right after last week. Falcons and Bears, going with the Bears, man. I like what Justin Fields is about right now. Panthers, Jags. The Jags got to get right too if they want to make playoffs, so we're going with them. Eagles should dog walk the Eagles should beat the shit out of the Cardinals. Please stop playing with me. Beat the fucking Cardinals, please. Look, let's see. Steelers and Seahawks. This is harder. We're going Steelers. Mike Tomlin got that record on the line. No way he loses. Chiefs and Bengals. I think the Chiefs, I'm not confident, but I'm picking them. This is tough. We're going with the Chargers here. Yep, this is tough. Too much internal going on with the Broncos. This is really a pick 'em. Packers and Vikings. That's a pick 'em. But we're going to pick the... Nope. Fuck, Nick Mullins can throw that ball, though. Oh, if they didn't bench Jair Alexander, I would have picked the Packers. But alright, we got the Browns, we got the Cowboys, the Bills, the Bucks, the Raiders, the Rams, the Ravens, I like that, 3 R's in a row. The Raiders, Rams, Ravens, the Texans, the 49ers, the Bears, the Jags, the Steelers, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Vikings. And now I have a lot of editing to do because I chose to talk for like God knows how long in this video. Hey man, again, Merry Christmas to everybody involved in anything having to do with this channel. If you have ever clicked on a video, if you have ever liked a video, commented, if we have chatted back and forth, man, Merry post-Christmas to you and Happy New Year in advance. You guys have made 2023 so dope for me. I have had such a time already, and it's just getting started literally, so let's get into it. As we wrap up this football season, I'm already thinking of the content that I'm gonna make in the off season. Like, it's because like there's so many questions going into this off season that are gonna have to get answered, and with the coaches coming and going, because I don't know if you guys saw the coach ramble from last week, but I love the ins and outs of the game as much as the game, so I like seeing what makes the game work as well. But alright, man, that's enough rambling.